Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Coalesce London 2022. We're finally here in person. My name is Mark Maxwell. I'm the Regional Director of Sales for DBT Labs EMEA, and I'm also a London resident, so this is particularly cool for me to finally get Coalesce brought to our great city. So I'm a week away from my 1-year anniversary at DBT Labs. And I often get asked by friends and ex-colleagues and stuff, what's it like to work at DBT? And I often get asked by community members as well. And so I'll answer it here. It feels you're working for someone, it's the same, it's a job, et cetera, and it's a great place to work. But there's an extra dimension of you really feel like you're part of something. And it was only kind of as I was preparing for this day that I realized how tangible that something was. And that something is this. It's you. It's us. It's everyone here, everyone online, everyone in NOLA, and it is the community that actually makes DBT the company what it is, the product that it is, and obviously brings together such a great group of people. So a cool fact is that the London community is the oldest outside of the US, not by its members' age. The community itself is the oldest. And it's actually the biggest outside of the US as well. I know you're all nice and comfortable, but I actually have a favor to ask. Could everyone please stand up? And we're going to play, it's not Simon Says. It's going to be that game where we whittle down people standing up to sitting down so we can see who is the longest standing member of the community in the room here. So, if only we had a metrics layer to define the dates we're going off. But we'll go by calendar year. So, who joined the community? If you joined the community in 2022, sit down, please. Wow, a lot of, okay, that's cool. That shows that it's really growing this year. 21? 20? Oh, people getting nervous here. People sizing each other up. 2019? Oh, wow, a lot of 2018s. And I'm pretty sure it started in 2018, but just in case there's any bluffers here, 2017? Wow, well, congratulations to you all. I think that's an incredible thing. I expected one or two. It's cool that there's so many. I think what that says is that these people are still coming back after 4 or 5 years, still looking to learn and share, et cetera, on a day like this. And so it's with those two and one other thing in mind that I ask you to keep in mind as we kind of go about the day. This day is all about learning from each other. Whoever you're sat beside, if you don't know them, please introduce yourself pretty soon, because you've got a bunch of practitioners and really great people here you can definitely learn from about DBT and outside of it as well. To share, if you are one of those great minds, as most of you will be, please share, you know, that's what it's all about. And then thirdly, and I want to stress this one, have fun. I attended DBT last year, it was my first week at DBT, or I attended Coalesce last year, it was my first week at DBT, and it was online, and I'll be honest, I was home in my pajamas just watching all the videos. And it wasn't as fun as we have the potential to have today because we're all here in person. And so really address it with that in mind. I need to get off stage now. Bit of housekeeping before I go. In the unlikely event of a fire, you're going to have building staff come out and show you the way. So nothing to worry about there. The one thing is don't use the lifts if that does happen. You do have free Wi-Fi. It's QE2 guest. There's no passcode or anything like that. So you're good to go. Please keep your phones on silent through the talks. We don't want to distract any of the speakers. If you need to do some work, there's a co-working space in the room just across from here. And then there's actually an expert lounge run by Datatonic, a sponsor and partner of ours, down the end of the major hall that you were in when you came in. So that's not so much a support booth as it is a place to go spitball ideas and kind of brainstorm and interact with some real DBT experts. So with that, I'll leave you to it. Have a great day. I'm totally pumped about it. And I'm also very pumped to welcome to the stage Julia Schottenstein and Drew Bannon. If we give them a round of applause.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Coalesce Live in London. My name's Drew Bannon. I'm one of the co-founders at DBT Labs. And just a quick show of hands, who here has participated in Coalesce in some of the years past? So Julia, you have too, is that right?
I have. Hi everyone, I'm Julia Schottenstein. I'm a product manager at DBT Labs. and I also co-host the DBT Labs Analytics Engineering podcast every other week with our CEO, Tristan Handy. I'm so excited to be here because this is actually my third time participating in Coalesce. 3 years ago, I was a really excited, really eager member of the community, not so dissimilar from many of you, I hope. And I was so bought into DBT that I decided to join DBT Labs full-time because I wanted to be a part of the team that actually built the product. So last year at Coalesce, I had the privilege of emceeing our online event, and this year I'm here in London with all of you, and I can already tell by looking at 500 faces in the audience that this is going to be a really special one.
So if this is your first time at Coalesce, you might not know that there's a significant online component to how we run this show. So what you can do is if you have the DBT Slack on your phone or on your laptop, you can go to the Coalesce London attendees channel in the DBT Slack, and you can ask questions of the speakers today. You can share your thoughts on the different talks. You can also crack jokes, share memes, but don't do it out loud because that would be heckling. So this is a very special week for us at DBT Labs and also very much just as a community. In addition to getting everyone together in person for the first time after 3 years, we also have a spate of really exciting announcements around the product that we've launched this week. So we'll talk about these more throughout the day, but just to shout them out, we launched a little thing called the DBT Semantic Layer on Tuesday.
Woo!
Yeah, exciting, cool. We're pretty excited about it. I talked about it at Coalesce last year, and I'm glad we were able to put it out in the world in time for Coalesce this year. So we'll talk about it later, and if you have questions about it, I hope you'll find me and tell me about what you like about it, any other thoughts you have. So second, we announced support for Python models in DBT.
Woo!
Yeah. So with Python models, we can address use cases around data science and machine learning that were a lot harder to do with just straight SQL in the past. So I think it's new modalities, new professionals that can use DBT, and new opportunities to collaborate. I think that's really exciting. And finally, we've sort of revved the DBT Cloud IDE. It is faster, more capable, and more reliable than ever before. So if you've got folks on your team, or if you think that you want to check it out, I hope you'll give it a look sometime soon.
Drew, you forgot an important one.
I forgot one.
Yes, a big
What
one.
did I forget?
We also launched our multi-tenant DBT Cloud instance hosted in Frankfurt, Germany. So now if you're an enterprise customer, you can get started with DBT Cloud faster than ever while fulfilling all of your European data residency needs. And my coworker, Sai, who launched this product, he promised me to buy me a beer every time I mentioned it on stage in London, so we're at count one. But we're really excited to be here. We have a really jam-packed day today. Going to have a lot of fun with it. I want to take a minute to thank our sponsors who helped make this day possible. First, to Tasman Analytics, really early DBT users. You're going to hear from the CEO in just a minute. To Datatonic, a data consultancy who's helping us run the DBT Expert Lounge out in the Britton Hall. So please come with your beginner questions, your intermediate questions, but don't hold back. Please bring your tough questions as well. It's really rare to have so much expertise about DBT in one room here together. I also wanted to thank ThoughtSpot, who's a semantic layer launch partner. So now you can get your DBT metrics inside your ThoughtSpot live boards, which is super exciting. And thanks as well to our headline sponsors this year, Snowflake and Databricks. And I wanted to thank all of you for coming here. I know you have busy schedules. You decided to take a day to be here in person with us, and we so appreciate it. And I'm sure you're here to listen to our cool speakers, meet with each other, meet some of us, hang out. It's going to be a really good day. So I think we should probably get this show on the road.
I think that's about it.
Yeah, we should probably stop talking. So I'm super thrilled to announce our first presenters. Please join me in welcoming the CEO of Tasman Analytics, Thomas Intveld, and the Director of Product at OnDeck, Steph Lewandowski.